Hello friends, I am Dr. Madhukar Jadhav, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. In previous lecture, we have studied regarding prismatic compass part 3. In that, we have studied what is meant by local attraction, then two methods for calculation of local attraction, then we have seen what is declination, then we have seen what is meant by dip, and finally we have seen isogonic lines and agonic lines. In this lecture, I am going to teach you the plane table survey, the second part of the first unit. So in this, we are going to study the plane table survey introduction, then principle of plane table survey, then different accessories used with plane table survey, then uses of plane table survey, and advantages and disadvantages of plane table survey. So starting with introductory part, plane table surveying. Plane table surveying is simple, convenient and quick method of surveying. It is a graphical method of surveying in which fieldwork and plotting are done simultaneously, and such a survey does not involve the use of field book for booking of readings. Plane table survey is mainly suitable for filling interior details when traversing is done by theodolite. Then principle of surveying, or we can say principle of plane tabling. The principle of plane tabling is parallelism, meaning that the rays drawn from station to the object on the paper or drawing are parallel to the lines from the station to the object on the ground. In short, whatever the plane table survey which we are performing, we are plotting it simultaneously. So the lines on paper or drawing are parallel to the lines actually on the ground. So this is principle of plane table surveying. The relative positions of the objects or points on the ground are represented by their plotted positions on the paper, and they lie on the respective rays. The plane table is always placed at each of the successive station parallel to the position it occupied at the starting station. Then when we are doing the plane table survey, we have to use different accessories. So these different accessories we will see one by one. First one, plane table or drawing board. So this is the plane table or drawing board. The size of this drawing board is about 75 centimeter to 60 centimeter, and this table is made up of, or this drawing table is made up of well seasoned teak wood or pine wood. The top surface of the table is well leveled. The bottom surface consists of threaded circular plate for fixing this plane table on the tripod stand with the help of wing nut. So plane table or drawing board. Then second accessory which is used with plane table is spirit level. So this is the spirit level. The spirit level is a small metal tube containing a small bubble of spirit. The bubble is visible on the top along a graduated glass tube. The spirit level is meant for leveling the plane table. Then next term is plane alidade. There are two types of alidade which are used in plane table survey. So first alidade is called as plane alidade. The plane alidade consists of metal or wooden scale or ruler of length about 50 centimeter. One of its edge is beveled and is known as fiducial edge, or it is also known as working edge of the alidade. It consists of two vanes at both ends which are hinged with the ruler. One is known as object vane and it carries a horsehair. The other is called the sight vein and is provided with a narrow slit. So in this figure, this is a alidade. These are the two veins. One is object vein and another one is the eye vein. And with the help of this, we can sight the different object while doing the survey. Then second type of alidade is called as telescopic alidade. Telescopic alidade consists of a telescope meant for inclined sight or straight sight which are away from the plane table station. This alidade has no veins at the ends but is provided with fiducial edge or working edge. The function of the alidade is to sight objects. The rays should be drawn along with the fiducial edge or working edge. Means when the distance between plane table and the object to be sighted is long, in that case we have to use this telescopic alidade. Then next accessory is trough compass. So this is the trough compass. It consists of a box in which there is a magnetic needle, pivot is there, and here there are graduations, and this box is made up of wood, or we can say wooden box. The trough compass is a rectangular box made up of non-magnetic metal or sometimes with wooden, consisting a magnetic needle pivoted at the center. This compass consists of D mark at both ends to locate the north and south direction. So here there may be north, here there may be south, and when this needle is exactly point towards the north and south, means the trough compass is properly magnetized or ready for marking the north direction on the drawing sheet. Then next is plumbing fork, or it is also called as a U fork. As the shape of this instrument is just like U letter, that's why it is also called as U fork. The U fork is a metal strip bent in the shape of a U, having equal arm length. The top arm is pointed and the bottom arm carries a hook for suspending a plumb bob. This is meant for centering the plane table over the station. Now see, this is the pointed end and this is the hook where the plumb bob is attached. So while transferring the ground point on the drawing sheet, we have to use this particular yoke fork or plumbing fork. Then we are going to study the different uses of plane table survey. First one, compass survey cannot be used with success in industrial areas of the towns. The plane table survey will be the best alternative in such areas. As we know, in industrial area there may be some steel structures, and due to that steel structure there may be chances of local attraction in the reading. So in industrial area we can't use the prismatic compass. In that situation or in that area, plane table is one of the alternative technique for doing the survey. Second use, for preparing plans on small and medium scale in which great accuracy is not required, plane table prove to be speedy, easy and accurate, because we are getting the plan or drawing immediately at the time of doing the survey. Hence this survey is somewhat speedy and also easy one. Then plane table survey can be used to plot the developed area on the previously plotted plan of an existing area. Means if already we have a plan of a particular area, then to add the developed area on that plan, we have to use the plane table survey. Then advantages and disadvantages of plane table survey. So first of all, we will see the advantages. First advantage, map of the area is plotted in the field, that is both the field work and plotting are done simultaneously. So there is no office work in case of plane table survey. Field notes of the measurements are not required and thus the error in booking are eliminated, and also there is not necessity of field book for recording. Next advantage, the correctness of plotted work can be checked by check observations in the field. Office work is only finishing up of the drawing. This is suitable in magnetic areas where we can't rely on the prismatic compass. Next advantage, more work will be done in less time and labor, means this is a fast method. The next one, it is less costly than the theodolite and other types of surveying. Next one, it is the most suitable for preparing small scale maps. Next, the survey can be completed very rapidly, means fast method. The next one, map can be prepared easily and does not require great skill. So this is all about the advantages. Then next one, disadvantages of plane table surveying. First disadvantage, plane table is not suitable for work in wet climate or in rainy season, in places where high wind speed are there, or in jungles or in wooded area. Second disadvantage, if the area to be surveyed is large, frequent changes in the size of drawing sheets are required. So in case of large area, plane table is not that much suitable. Next disadvantage, when sun is bright, plotting may be difficult due to the strain on the eyes. Next disadvantage, it is not very accurate for large scale surveys as compared to compass and theodolite survey. The instrument and its accessories are heavy and cumbersome, and they are likely to be lost at the time of shifting the instrument from one station to the other station. Since the field notes are not maintained, it is inconvenient to calculate the quantities or replot the survey to a different scale if required. And the last disadvantage is the plane tabling is not intended for accurate survey work. Then we are going to study the procedure for setting of plane table over the station. Now when we want to perform the plane table survey in a particular area, we have to perform the following steps. So first one, selection of a station. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to select the station in the area where we want to perform the survey. Second one, setting up the plane table over the station. So after selecting the station, the next step is setting up of the plane table over that particular station. Then fixing the table on the tripod, then leveling the table, then mounting the drawing sheet on plane table, then centering the table, then marking the north direction on the drawing sheet. And the third step is the orientation of the table if there are more number of stations. When plane table is to be conducted by connecting several stations, the orientation must be performed at every successive stations. So this is all about the first part of plane table survey, that is introduction of plane table survey, principle of plane table survey, different accessories of plane table survey, then procedure for setting up of the plane table survey. So this is enough in this lecture. Thank you.